Hey kittens! Today we'll be doing a review on the episode 607 El Toro de Piedra. Now, please tell me I'm not the only one who had no idea this episode was gonna be released earlier. Like, it was supposed to be released on the 26th. It was released on the 23rd. So, no, it was supposed to be released on the 27th. And it was released on the 23rd. So, when did they change the schedule? I did not know that. I just hopped into TikTok, and my For You page was a bunch of new Miraculous content episode stuff, and I was like, a new episode dropped? And again, we got no trailer, no synopsis, no nothing. What is this new trend of releasing episodes without any trailers or synopsis? Like, it's nice going into an episode not knowing anything, but I would love to get a trailer, so I don't want to be starving until they feed me the whole episode. As well as a little disclaimer, I am currently really sick. I am getting a lot better, but I was really sick, and I'm also still a bit sick, so my voice might sound weird, and I'm not supposed to be talking a lot when I'm sick, so this is definitely going to be a shorter review, like a mini review. I'm sorry there was a lot of, in this episode, it was like full of information, like it was a bit overwhelming, so I'm like just gonna go talk briefly about everything, and I don't go into these with any scripting or anything, so my review might be all over the place, but hey, I'm not a professional reviewer, so you just have to deal with it, okay? Thank you. I'm sick, so don't mind it. Anyway, I do have to say this episode felt really short. Like, it felt like 10 minutes, not 20. But at the same time, it felt like it was a lot and had a bunch of information. Like, it was really short, but had a lot of information. It was really overwhelming, and I didn't like it for that. I feel like I'm the only one who feels this. I haven't heard anyone talking about it. Some people said it actually felt really long. For me, it felt really short, but with too much information chucked in at once, even though it really wasn't that much. Or, well, maybe it was, I don't know. But anyway, so let's start talking with the main theme of the episode, which is Ivan and his dad. And I'm assuming Ivan has Spanish relatives because his dad keeps saying Spanish words and calls Ivan mijo, which means my son, which means son in Spanish. I did take a few Spanish lessons on Duolingo like 9 months ago, and I sort of abandoned them. But hey, Duolingo's not in my house, so that disproves every single Duolingo conspiracy theory. But anyway, enough about that. So yeah, I'm assuming Ivan has some Spanish relatives, and his father's probably also Spanish, which I really like it. I like their I like that they're putting in a bunch of more cultures, Spanish or Mexican actually, I have no idea. But yeah, I like that they're putting in more cultures and like more languages. I feel like it's really great representation. But yeah, his father is a criminal, and I'm assuming he got arrested, but then was let out on this new program called Second Chance. I have no idea, but like it's a new program. Hey, so this is Editing Hella. I had to stop recording for a minute because my mother just gave me the jump scare of a lifetime. I was recording this audio until I saw her looking at me behind the glass door, and it's a bit foggy, so it looked like this large black shadowy figure, and I didn't see her, so it scared me. It gave me the jump scare of a lifetime, so I need to stop recording for a moment. But anyway, as I was talking about Ivan's father, I'm pretty sure I mentioned that he was actually, I think he was already arrested, but then he was let out on this new program for like a second chance at being a better person. And of course, he is gonna like waste this second chance, which is something doesn't really happen that often, and he's gonna waste it and steal the Mona Lisa. I don't know which painting they were stealing. I think it was the Mona Lisa. Just quick question, why are they stealing it? Why are they stealing paintings? How is that gonna help them with anything? Like sell it maybe? Wouldn't, like, where are you gonna sell it? Like, seriously, what do criminals do when they steal paintings? What do you do with those paintings? Are you a criminal? If you are, please tell me what you do with the paintings. I would love to know. I'm not a criminal, but I would love to know what you're doing with them. But yeah, anyway, he's pressuring Ivan to help him with this. And since Ivan is a superhero, he clearly doesn't want to do this. So yeah, he abandons his father in the middle of a plan. His father gets mad. He transforms into El Toro de Piedra. And one thing that I really liked is that Chrysalis, aka Lila's villain name, when she went to Akumatism, was like, "Forgive my intrusion," and like he scared her. When he yelled at her, she like looked genuinely scared. Some people are saying it's a manipulation tactic and she's just like acting as if she was scared, like manipulation and stuff. I don't know, but she genuinely looked scared. Like even her voice went back into her normal voice. So I personally think she was genuinely scared in that moment. But yeah, she went to akumatize him and she got traumatized. It shows that even the villains get scared sometimes. But yeah, maybe she wasn't scared. Maybe she was just acting. But yeah, anyway, so he's acumatized into El Toro de Piedra and just transforms people into stone balls. Of course he does. But anyway, this is the whole Ivan's dad part of the story. I do want to mention another thing is that many people are saying it's not fair that he got off scot-free after everything and didn't go to prison. But I do need to tell you guys that you realize every single akumatized villain gets off scot-free, right? Not just him. Everyone gets off scot-free. And he was arrested, but he's on this new program. So yeah. He did think of stealing the Mona Lisa, I'm assuming, but he didn't actually steal anything, so technically he didn't do anything wrong for him to get arrested, since none of the akumatized villains get arrested, you know? But yeah, anyway, just wanted to clear things up. Talking about another thing is Ivan, oh my god, his glow up. Like, oh my god, some of these characters got a glow up. Like, okay, Milan, you're not as blind as I thought. But yeah, enough simping over a fictional character. Let's talk about something else. And this is the Adrianette in this episode. I like that it wasn't the main focus. It was still a bit of the focus, but it wasn't like the main focus, which is nice because they've been suffocating me with Adrianette episodes, and I don't like Adrianette, so I don't really like all of the episodes have been Adrianette centered. Like a few of them, okay, but not all of them. Please don't make all of them Adrianette-centered episodes. I really do not want them all to be Adrianette-centered episodes, so please stop. Give me something else. Just give me any other ship, any other trope, any other friendship. Just not Adrianette, please. This episode did have a bit of them, but I guess it was okay. They were really cute. Also, when Adrian was like cleaning out his room, and I'm assuming the whole room situation is that he has his bedroom, like we see his main bedroom, the one he sleeps in, I'm pretty sure, and then he has a separate room he's renovating for some reason. Like, why is he renovating this separate room, and when did this room appear? We never saw it before. Why does he have a separate room he's renovating? For absolutely no reason. But yeah, it has a bunch of his boxes throughout his life. And when Marinette was like, I want to see the box from the first year of your life, it was like, there's only my baby socks. And she was like, yeah, I want them. Yes, Adrian, she would love to see your baby socks. Like, seriously, that girl probably took one or two with her home. So just open the box for her. She would love it, absolutely love it. But yeah, it was cute seeing Adrian's stuff. I wish we got to see the album pictures. I don't think we did we? No, I don't think we did. But yeah, I wish we got to see the album pictures. It would have looked so cute. And his outfit, I love the joke that Adrian always wore the same thing his entire life. Like his baby outfit, his baby onesie, is basically just the same design as his regular outfit, except like in a onesie form, which was a cute joke. And honestly, I do not want his outfit to change because he's been wearing basically the same thing ever since he was born. Why change it? I want to see the adult version of it. But yeah, enough about Adrianette and everything. Let's talk about the letter. And if you do not know what I'm talking about, the letter that was in the picture album. And yeah, it was a letter left by his father wanting him to turn into the new Hawkmoth, which I don't know why that surprised me. Like, I knew that, but at the same time, I didn't know that. You know? No, you don't. You probably don't know what I'm talking about. Of course you don't. There's something wrong with me. But yeah, so that surprised me somehow. And basically, he just like leaves the miraculous to him in his will. So, I mean, honestly, that has to be the best thing you can leave to your child in a will. I would be thrilled if my parents left me that. But yeah, so Marina doesn't give Adrian the letter, and I've been hearing a lot of controversy, people saying that this was a perfect opportunity for Adrian to find out without needing Ladybug to like lie to him and everything, so she could just like give him the letter. So then, like, it was a good opportunity for Adrian to find out. So Marinette can be there, comfort him, and he's not gonna like turn on her slash Ladybug. But honestly, I don't blame Marinette for not giving him the letter because it was a really hard decision to make. I don't really like Marinette, but I do agree with her decision this time. She is lying to Adrian, and he does deserve to know. But I do understand that it was a really hard decision, so I don't really blame her for not wanting to give him the letter, especially since he was just reminded that Gabriel, apparently, there were times where Gabriel actually was a good father. I knew there were times where he was a good father. Like, I knew he wasn't always a horrible father. And this proves it. But yeah, enough talking about that. On to another thing is K section. They're preparing a performance for Miss Bustier, and we get to see Luca, my boy Luca. Why the heck is Luca in Brazil? Can someone please tell me why the heck is my boy in Brazil? What is he doing in South America? Why is he there? Why isn't he in Paris? Gabriel is defeated. Is he banished from Paris? Can he never come back? Isn't he like confirmed to have a love interest this season? How is that gonna happen if he's not even in Paris? Is this not gonna be like an important character? Why is my boy in Brazil? Bring him back. Also, how is he gonna be a part of the superhero team? Is it gonna be like Felix when they ever need him, they just call him from London or Brazil since Lucas in Brazil apparently. So are they just gonna like call them if they need them? Because we see him in Revelator, just like Felix, but apparently they're not gonna make much of an appearance since both of them aren't in Paris. Which also why doesn't Felix move into the Agrest mansion? Why? There are so many rooms apparently. Can't him and Amelie move to the Agrest Mansion? But yeah, anyway, I'm really mad Luca is not here. I want him to be here, and I want him to go to their school because he clearly can. So yeah, apparently Luca is in Brazil. Not sure if that's where he lives now. Maybe not. Maybe he's still just traveling the world. But yeah, enough about that. Now talking about the song in this episode, and I found it funny that like the episode was in English, in French, but the song was in English. The shows always do that for some reason. Like whenever it's in French, the song stays English, but that's usually because the original language is English and they just like too lazy to translate the song. But the original version of the show is French. So why were they also too lazy to translate? Were they also too lazy to like make the song in French? How does that work? Like, why was the song in English? It's the French version. But anyway, yeah, the song sucked. What was it about exactly? Because I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be for Miss Bustier. It had nothing to do with Miss Bustier. I have actually absolutely no idea what it was about. All I know is that Julika keeps yelling, I am my father's daughter. Yes, Julika, yes, you are. That's how biology works. Also, her voice, I'm sorry, this is definitely an unpopular opinion, but Julika's voice is not the greatest. I mean, it's better than mine, like 100% better than mine, but it's definitely not the best. And her singing that song, it sounded odd. Like, it sounded nice, but it sounded odd. And I can't really put my finger on it. I don't know what made it sound so awkward and so bad, but it did. Honestly, Felix's song is the only good one in the entire show. Even Adrian's song was absolutely horrendous. But yeah, Julika, honey, put the microphone down. Music is clearly not your bright future. But anyway, everyone liked it and they started cheering for her, so I guess everything worked out at the end. And yeah, so this is like basically the whole premise of the episode. If I am not missing anything, which I probably am, but I can't remember anything right now, so just tell me if I'm missing something. But now we have to talk about the elephant in the room, the part everyone is talking about, and that is Natalie at the end. What the heck happened at the end? Now, obviously, the fandom jumped into conclusions and was like, oh my god, Natalie is evil, she is lying to us, we should have not trusted her, what, is she evil again, what's happening? Even people saying she's a Santa monster because she said yes, father, which just because you say father or mother does not mean you are a Santa monster. But yeah, so I really don't have much to say about this. We don't have enough information to assume anything. This is just such random, like last minute information they gave us, and I'm like, what happened? I do not know what's happening. All I'm gonna say is I don't think Natalie is evil. I heard some people saying she's playing both sides. She's like not on Ladybug's side and not on her father's side. She's like playing both sides, but I do not know. I do, however, want to leave this up to you. What do you think Natalie is up to? Do you think she is evil again? Or is this just a big misunderstanding? Also, people are pointing out this might be a flashback because her hair is like right after the London special, so maybe before the beginning of season 6. So yeah, I'll leave this up to you. And with this, I will just give you my final thoughts on the episode. It was a really nice episode. The writing was really good. The animation was absolutely amazing. I loved the fighting scene where it's like Julika singing, but then it's them fighting and we don't actually hear them fighting, which was like really cool. If you are still in denial about the new animation, saying the old one is better, I admire your dedication to denial, my friend. I really do. And people who are like, I don't want to watch season 6 because of the new animation, baby, you're missing out. So, yeah, I would like to hear your thoughts and opinions. And now I need to leave because I have a bunch of schoolwork that is unfinished and I need to get to do because I did not go to school the last week because I was really sick and I have piles and piles of work to do. So I'll see you in my next one and I hope you have a miraculous rest of your day. Mwah. Bye.